year when we had in this very place in October last year, we had our East Children's Conference. And we lit that candle as a symbol that we were trying to light something different for our children across the world. And we had it the day that we graduated as focusing trainers again here. I suppose because we're moving into a little bit of a specialised piece now around children, I just wanted to, as an acknowledgement of, that we are all connected. When I look at the roadmap, I suppose it's all about, I suppose, our daily interactions with ourselves and with young people. And we start with the self and the young person. But also there is within that the elements of dialogue and deeper connections. And when I talk about the elements of dialogue, I'm actually talking about even in our conversations and simply our talking with children and young people, we can bring this quality present to help them to begin to notice, pause, listen and follow to what's going on inside themselves. She kept the open space for the choice of where that was at, knowing that there may be options that the child may want, but also gave invitations and checked even at the end, and is that okay for you now? While allowing space for the next steps to unfold. Really important, that element of dialogue. How is a child when they first come into care? When they arrive to your home, leaving their circumstances?
You'll be fearful, very
fearful, yeah.
Angry.
Angry.
I think it depends on what age they are.
The age, yeah. The age is a big factor. Confusion.
Anxiety.
Anxiety.
Grief.
Grief.
Worried.
Worried.
And I just have this word, horrific.
Horrific.
Kids that.
That they are overwhelmed with all of that.
Worst day of their life.
The worst day of their life.
Actually, what's left out in that's important is guilt, because they usually feel responsible for everything. Whether it's that they're feeling guilty because they've been dragged out, but also they might feel a sense of relief, and that's guilt in a different way too.
And the guilt carries through, because then when they kind of settle and they get to like you or not, you know, and settle in, it's the guilt. Oh, I'm happy here, I'm settling in, and am I forgetting?
Another layer of stuff inside.
Yeah.
Or is it possible that sometimes there is a sense of denial and shutdown? Because in my experience of working with children, that they're
To block it out.
Absolutely. And if you notice, I'm doing it in blue to symbolise that the child has the innate blueprint inside themselves. And what the process and what our training has really worked to do is that there is the child and the something in the child, to try and help them form a right relationship with how they're carrying all of the experience that's happening. That if we can, if possible, help the child or young person to move into that space, all things are possible. but we may move back here and here, only stay a little bit here, move back, move forward. That it can take quite a time for a child to be able to move into that there is them and the story that they're carrying, and not be completely overwhelmed or completely blocked from it. But this process offers that possibility.